Oh man, I'm so tired. Not really. I don't know who you play with. I'm gonna just support. I can play in Paris. Oh man. Come on, fucker. Turn. Well. Oh man. Man, that freaking skunk spray by the house today. Oh my god, it's so annoying. There we go. Nice. That was super annoying. So I had to turn on my UV light thing. To tear all the
Lovely.
smell out of the air. It worked. It was really good.
Did that sting? You'd better be dead. Back to hell with all of you.
We had so we had a stray dog come in our yard and like I went outside to go pee, and I think it got sprayed by a skunk. I'm not 100% sure if it did or not, but it looked like it was like moving its head around a lot, like shaking something off its face. And I'm just sitting there like, oh hell no, I gotta leave it outside because it was smelling. The smell was so intense. You know, I didn't want to do, but I'm like, I can't do nothing about it. It's gonna have to fade out a little bit before we can even do anything.
See that? You're going down. Watch out, Zed! Did that sting?
No, what's up?
Cleanse the soulless filth.
But yeah, it was about I had the dog outside.
It's the spot.
Yeah, it's like everything's fine. There's just a stray dog that came in my yard and in my when I had my coworker over. She's been actually hanging out with me quite a bit. She's been coming over watching movies and that. It's been kind of nice actually. And we had a stray dog that came in, and I let it out this morning. I think a skunk sprayed it, so I had to leave it outside. We had our sun porch and that, but I had to leave it outside. And I was like, dude, you're fucking You just got sprayed by a skunk, you fucking
Found a
reek.
weapon.
I didn't want to, but like I had to, type stuff, so.
Demons, rock and load, folks. Oh. Ah! I'd better be dead. Ah! Get those bang sticks ready. Dead. Oh.
If I thought that was anything but luck, I would be
Yeah, I know how you feel.
area remains secure.
I'd better be dead.
I definitely know how you feel.
Almost out of ammo.
None of the Zeds made it in.
It gets really boring sometimes, you're just sitting there all day and day.
Want a cookie?
Lovely.
That's why I like being at work.
Open bucket.
Like, I love being at work.
And how many bullets do you have? Enough. Didn't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty focused right now, actually, to tell you the truth.
The Zeds will be there soon. To alleviate your
I
suffering.
took a little nap and that I was actually willing to just fall asleep.
Wave 4.
I just couldn't. I slept for like maybe like a couple hours, maybe like 3 or 4 hours, and then went back. I woke up. The dog wanted to go outside.
Don't get too comfy. I've got more Zeds just waiting.
Oh. I'm getting too good at this. Can't hear a thing. See that? It's my ear. Watch it. There's a cloaked one around. Nice. Block.
You are so dead. The next wave is gonna flatten you.
It's on discount right now. I think it's like $6.
What I wouldn't give for a cleaners convention right about now.
Yeah, it's actually really cheap right now.
You're not even trying. You don't have any grenades.
I got no damn money.
T-minus 10 seconds.
But
Until
yeah,
death.
last night was cool. We had a good time with my coworker and I were sitting there watching
Wave 5.
Chucky series.
I came for the
It was nice.
patriarch, but you'll do.
Dusk. Dusk is really fun.
Should be just about dead.
I tell you the truth, I really don't watch other streamers that much.
Isn't plasma intriguing? Would you like to be part of an electrical circuit? Shield crash. Reboot failed.
Die, monster!
As you can see, I have all the latest gadgets. Surely I can improvise around this. As you can see, I have all the latest gadgets.
Oh.
Electrocution can create a lifetime of enduring discomfort.
I'd better
That was one of the 29 series. Hear you, your breath, your heart. Excuse me while I disappear.
Yeah, it's just because I don't have time. Like when I do stream, I'm really fucking bored. Cause I'm not making money off this at all. I mean, what I do is I just talk about my day. Just talk about what happened.
Bucket.
Like I have to do something.
You are going to keep your armor like that? Really? Waves.
No, I
Welding this shot, people.
yeah, I can't do anything until 1,000 subs. If
The door's taking some punishment.
thing is, I can't even get to 1,000 subs anyway.
That's a bloody siren! Boomski! Did that sting? See that? You're going down.
Oh, I guess
It's the
shit.
spot.
Yeah, that's a boomer. Oh, what's up, what? Been doing good.
Did that sting?
Spend your dust, imbeciles, before I decide to shut the pod.
I mean, I just stream anything, honestly.
Scrapes where that came
It doesn't matter what you stream.
Do you have a death wish?
I stream games that I like. I really don't care what people like think of that.
Don't bleed on the pod. It was hard to steal this many.
Yeah, that's what it always comes down to.
Here's some ammo.
How you doing? What? Okay, that's what it always comes down to. Like I used to stream a lot, like after work and that. Every time I get off work, I stream for like 3 or 4 hours and keep it in. Because I actually enjoyed it. Now I might do it if I have company. Like when I first started streaming that, I just streamed just to fucking
Convention. Right
because I
about
was
now.
playing a game.
There's a cloaked monster nearby. The old man still has my eyes. There. Cleanse the soulless filth. Favor. The better be dead. Flesh pain. You back.
You want the stragglers? I'll make sure the next round is a challenge.
Yeah, like I used to get donations and that a little bit here and there from this one guy.
I'll never get used to the sight of that. Siren!
There you go.
The resupply pod is open. Spend your dosh and shut up.
But like I didn't really care.
Cracking this out. How long will a weak
I just work a.
like
I.
you
It's like streaming in between boredom. A lot of times it's just because people do come on, like what comes on, and then I just kind of stay on anyway.
Pod closing soon. Hurry up so you can die.
Having someone come on, talk to, and that's kind of like, oh, that's what I like about being a small streamer. Being a big streamer kind of sucks out. It just gets really boring. There's too many people chatting, and then you can't even do anything, but you make money. Yeah, she talks to me all the time. I noticed you add me on, did you add me on, Twitch? Not Twitch,
Tricky bugger.
uh,
Gotcha, beastie. Where did you clear up, eh? Tricky bugger.
oh wow, should we get up? That's the shit. Go away. Fuck off.
You'd better be dead. Lovely. Should have brought a mop and bucket. It's the spot. We've got enemies. Come into place. Don't come back! Did that sting?
Shock of shocks. Area is mostly secure. Did you suddenly become competent?
Maybe.
Armor will help you keep your insides in. Most people prefer
At work, nothing really, just been slow, but overall, I've been hanging out with that coworker girl a lot actually. She came over twice. She was watching movies with me and that. We were just talking about. I don't even know. That I just really fucking enjoy her. She's really cool. I'm like really happy that she's my friend. Honestly,
any second now.
we're starting to get along really good in that. And like, yeah.
Wave 9.
And one of the other coworker that got fired, he stopped hanging out because of.
Watch it, there's a cloaked one around. Blasted rigging! Unwanted death!
Oh,
It's the spot.
because the guy that my coworker is seeing is like one of
Got
his
Kevlar.
friends, I guess. I don't know.
Watch it, this time.
Like something happened and he doesn't like her being around him. Something like that. I don't know exactly. I wasn't there.
See the justice of me! You'd better be dead. We've got a flesh pound!
Something like that. Oh.
Gotcha, beastie.
Yeah, she loves being around me. That's a good thing. I mean, I expect the worst out of everything, though, when it comes down to women. As in, like, you know, if something does happen, that I can just sit there and just not have anxiety, just say fuck it. What is he doing?
Lock and load, folks.
He's just stuck. Oh, we always argue. A lot of times just because of what, like, things are said in that, so, like...
You lived. I'm not impressed. I'm disgusted.
Someone speak English or Spanish.
Would
No,
you a wee bit more light?
Does she speak Spanish? Is that what you're trying to say? Nah, she speaks English. Or is that a joke? What are you talking about? You talking to me or talking to, what's his name? How do you pronounce your fucking name, bro? Zeep? Zeep? Chris Kaka.
Until your death.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, we're always having fucking drama. It's just silly, stupid shit. It's like really, it's like nonsense stuff. Let's say this. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Oh, hell no. No, you didn't. What I do? It's a new meme out now. It's like a little black kid.
Shadows, darkness, what's
What I do? I don't know. I'm getting so many fun fucking sayings from this girl now. She's so funny. I really enjoy her. She's... Yay. Yay. The younger generation, like, Gen Z generation is fucking hilarious.
my bloody skin?
What'd I do?
Going loud. Come down.
Stop reloading to me, I'm slow. Oh god, I gotta run. Run.
Get those bang sticks ready. Saints inbound. It's the spot. Get that straight line. Ah. I can't see.
No, I was saying the memes.
Keep me going.
Because she's part of the Gen Z
Gotcha, beast.
crowd. So like the memes that she says is fucking priceless. That makes me laugh. Oh my god, stop shitting on my face, you douche.
It's the spot.
Why is nothing dying?
Bloody
Oh my god. I am dying.
Numac, cover me. Get that storm. Come down. Come on. Nice.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
It's the spot. Just like basic training. I'm blind.
You say random shit. Fuck! Cheap ass bastard. Oh. I want the airship. Sure. Let's see what you guys all said. You said a lot. Yeah, my dad says to work with him. Jimmy. Oh, the stuff that they say. I got, on got. I don't know what the fuck it even means. This is what she says. It's, fuck, I can't remember what stuff she says. She says, on got. What's another one? What did I do? I don't know where it just memes on TikTok and that. And we got another one that says, oh, it says, hey, yo, because we watch these little dog memes, like shorts and that. And like some guys do a voiceover over what dogs do, and then there's like a dog that like shakes its butt and that. Yeah. Yeah. Gotti. Hey yo, it's fucking funny though. I'm just gonna laugh my fucking ass off. I don't know, it's just funny ass shit they say. I mean, we had memes too when we were younger and that, like sayings and that, like we'll say, like, you know. Ours are just plain Jane ones, like, what the fuck kind of thing. It's like, what the fuck? Got. Got. Oh, hey. So basically what it is, every time something happens that's like weird or like, I guess it'd be weird in that, we gotta say, got, or not, got, oh, yo. Yeah. And like we'll be sitting there. So anything that boom shaka. That's fucking old ass. But yeah, so we have people like, we'll just say it out of nowhere, and that's so someone will be like doing something stupid at the car wash and that, and we'll be like, hey yo, and it's fucking so funny. I'll be so busting out fucking laughing because we'll all fucking say it. And I guess it just means like what the fuck basically. And then ungot, it just means like you agree with something. I guess. I don't know, it's funny. Ungot. Now resume. Looks like I fucking skunk smell my fucking new nose. Oh, and got. Oh yeah.
Just do
Gay.
what I must.
People get really creative. What is this? I Stroke 40 Guys song with 5 Guys. Like, I don't know what that is. Sounds really gay. What I do? Yeah, the yacht. No, I know. I just everybody fucking says it. Yeah. Oh, God.
Do you have a death wish? If not, buy armor.
It's just so funny though. Words don't mean nothing. That's what it is. Bro, I sweat everywhere.
Pod shutting down.
Where the fuck are you at?
Second now.
Hey, yo!
Wave 3.
Brother, stop now.
Did that
You smell like a fucking truck stop bathroom, bro.
just like the lads in the faucet? What the hell with all of it?
You are a smelly bastard.
See that? You're going down. Don't come back! Bloody hell!
I didn't expect you to make it through that wave.
God, you beastie.
Just head to the pod.
Oh, what time is it? Oh. It's 5. Did you add me on TikTok, Noah? I'm guessing she did. Go fuck. I just ripped ass. And yeah, Snapchat. Oh, there's so much social media garbage.
Your wounds are probably infected, but you're not going to be around long enough.
But yeah. Shit.
That'll keep me going.
Yesterday we watched. Not yes, 2 days ago we watched Smiles. Fuck, this woman loves horror movies. I find it very fascinating because I love that shit too. So we watched Smiles. That was like a 2-hour movie. Fucking weird ass movie. Scary, but weird. Yesterday night we watched. We started watching Chucky, the series. It's not really a horror, it's more of a drama, I guess.
Until your death.
Ah. It was pretty cool though.
Wave 4.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, the series is, I mean, I like the series in that. So far. It's about a gay kid though. We called it. Gee.
God, you
Yeah,
beastie.
it's a little bit of woke satire. Yeah, but it was really kind of like, it's really slow. I mean, the Chucky character is really good in that, but like all the other characters are kind of just like there. So I can't really say anything about like how good it was so far. Chucky's great.
All those things that help you not die.
Yeah, it's a doll that's possessed by a serial killer. That's like the first Chucky. Like shit that was made in the '80s was so much fucking better.
I'm back, and I've got some new tricks.
Blasted things will
They use a lot of horror stereotypes in that. Like nowadays, they're just rebooting the same garbage shit. I mean, they're not bad, but
Follow the trail of death.
did that stay?
You might want to run now. You pollute this hole. Me, my children. Daddy has some bunnies for you to play with.
Bit of ammo. Bloody hell!
but yeah, we're gonna watch. It's basically about a middle schooler that gets the Chucky doll,
Why do you struggle? This lingering
and like
your own creation.
You
I've toured better warrior. Time for more director proof. One in the fight. Stop that. They just want to
oh my god, fuck off. So many fucking damn dudes.
Why don't we skip to the end?
damn it! My aim.
Fuck off.
Nice.
Spawn to me, dickhead, man.
Under all your money on their gun.
I can't see anything.
Blasted things will hit you.
Bullets, anyone?
See that?
You making Daddy angry. You didn't see that coming, did you? Save me, my children. Show them how much.
Bollocks! It's the spot. Come back! You'd better be dead.
Your stink of fear betrays you.
Here's some ammo.
No, not my baby. Your flesh so strong. So many bullets. There must be something wrong.
Oh, this character kind of sucks right now.
You were not supposed to live through that.
That'll keep me going.
The struggle is real. yeah.
Bit of ammo.
Do you have a death wish?
What I do?
If not, buy armor. Wave 6.
I don't even. I just can't believe we went to like a 3-hour like nap. That damn dog kept scratching at the fucking damn door. Or kept scratching at the door.
gonna get you. I can't hear a thing. See that? You bastard! Thinking. Oh. Just like basic training.
Oh, sure, these are the bitches.
It's the spot. Scream! Coming for him! Oh!
Nope.
My aim is true.
Don't worry. The
Fuck
next
you,
one will be
nigger
hard.
nerd bitch. I need to lock in.
Yeah!
Heartbreak. Yeah, not big.
Careful! A scream!
The resupply pod
I think
is
it was his
open.
arm.
Spin your dosh and shut up. You lived.
Let's see what you guys are saying. You guys are talking a lot. Heartbreak. Heartbreak.
I'm not impressed.
Shit, I mean, I know what it is to be rejected and that, but like heartbreak, you know, we should have had that in a decade or so. That's the one thing about being older. You know, when people struggle to get into relationships all the damn time, they crave that partner. Cause you're like driven into that. That skunk smells fucking coming back.
Here's some ammo.
I don't know why I gave you money.
But like as you get older, you stop thinking about it so much because it's only like heartache and anxiety. So the honest truth is like, I'll complain about bullshit. Well, like, oh,
Scream!
really, guys? Fuck off.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back.
His righteous judgment.
Yeah. I mean, people want to be popular and cool and that, but like, if you just be yourself, it doesn't matter. Oh my god, they're ever fuck off. Yeah, like,
Watch it! Let's go!
a lot of people don't understand what anything's worth. So there's a purpose for everybody to be alive. It's just culture itself deems us to be a specific way, so to speak. Well, if you're a man, you're not worth it up front. You have to build yourself. But if you're a woman, all women have the worth. That skunk smell. Fucking. Like, everybody's worth it. Well, like, if you're a man, 100%, you got to work on yourself. That's why you think like all kids are all the same. Girls and boys are pretty much identical until they hit puberty. Once you hit puberty, men have to get strong, get more mass, get more muscle. Women just got, still act cute and pretty like they did when they were younger. Like when they're like kids. Nothing really changes with women too much. As in like attraction based stuff. Men have to grow into something. It's like when men don't exercise and that, they don't build muscle, they look like little boys. Well, women don't. Some women are like that. They'll like baby face type guys and that, which is common. But like, comes down to like building your physique as a man is like your best purpose. I have to go to work in about an hour and a half. That's why I know little boys and that like work out a lot because they're bored. Like do a lot of push-ups and that, or have like strong characters and that. Yeah, let's say all this stuff right now. Let's say you're 14 years old. The biggest thing a 14-year-old should be doing is learning how to make money, learn how to be more confident. No, you're good. Learn how to, not be as annoying. Like, know how to communicate, which is like the hardest thing in the world to do. Communication's everything. How you communicate, when to communicate. Like, a lot of people are very, like... Fuck off, dude. Now, that'd be, like, really bad communication. Like, knowing how to talk to people, and at least, like, confident issues. That's everyone's like struggle. It always will be. I have the same struggle in that. Like people want to act like they're perfect or perfectionist or this and that. Like there's no such thing. Like in school and that, people want to be a style. Like if they see a celebrity do something that, like there was a trend thing going on. Well, it's actual steroid, but there's TikTok people doing steroids trend, and like what they did is they take train when they're 16 years old and that they get fucking a little bit jacked, they get a little mass on them, and a lot of them are having like huge acne issues and that their hormones are all fucked up. It's because at 16 you're not fully developed as a man. Men don't fully develop till like 21 to 25. Actually, fully develop. Nah, I mean, you have testosterone in your balls, and that you don't need anything like that. You just need to work out. I'm like, I'm pretty fucking jacked. I mean, fuck, I barely even lift weights. I'm fucking rather big. Yeah, like it doesn't. It just. It's like exercising every muscle. You know, when you exercise every muscle group every day or every when you need to, you know, it works out really well. And it's just because of boredom. It's like how long do people watch TV for 4 or 5 hours and they're bored as fuck after doing it for so long? Go to the gym, get a workout routine. Like I mean, that's basically how I do it. Like it's just like people just sit around all damn day. Like if I entertain myself, I want my entertainment to be actual entertainment. So like when you're a kid, and that when I was a kid, I would dream of or I would think about playing video games over and over again because I want to be a character. And this is back in the old days, like 96, 98 when Sega came out. So I was thinking about this one game called Shining Force 2. It's a strategy RPG game. It's basically a guy fighting demons and that with like little animations and shit. Yeah, like stats and that. But like I ran around outside a lot. The thing is, my diet sucked. Now my diet's completely changed. Like I eat enormous amount of protein. I'm always drinking like protein shakes. I get these protein shakes. I get them from Sam's, which is a grocery store you buy in bulk. I get like $100 worth of protein shakes. I take them into work, and like I'll eat like certain types of carbs and shit. But most times I just take that stuff into work. I'm always constantly eating. Yeah, and like it's pretty easy, honestly. Oh man, I think that skunk sprayed my backyard. It's starting to come back again. I fucking hate skunks. They fucking reek. I believe that stray dog got sprayed by a skunk, so I had to leave it outside. I don't know where it's at. I also don't care. It's not my dog anyway. They didn't even have a damn phone number on it. Yeah. They had a rabies tag on something, but it was already too late. I mean, I'm not a redneck. I live in the like city base. It's county, but it's like near the city. Yeah, I don't live in the country, no. I mean, I do got guns. My dad's got a couple guns. But yeah, I got an old ass farming uh, double gauge. Oh, our guns are good. They're fun to collect and shoot and that. But I used to live in the country when I was like 6. It was a long ass road. We had to walk like a half a mile to get to our bus stop and that, or something like that. Oh man. I mean, like living before the internet got big was very unique. Like it was to the point where we're so spoiled. So like before internet even came out, we had AOL and that when I was like in like the early '90s and that. West Virginia country, mama take me home country. And like it was so much fun. We played more board games and stuff like that. I think that's one of the things we might do one of the days in that with my little girl with my little I guess I'd call her my girl slash friend. We're trying to figure out things to do in that because it's just me and her now. Well, India's a lot different though. Yeah, well, our internet started getting really big in like 2008, 2010. That's when internet really started to boom. We got Facebook in like 2007 or 8. And then smartphones then started coming out to like 2010, I believe, 2011. Yeah, it's just there's too much information out there. It's like it's how you look up stuff. It's like I've always been like huge in psychology, like I said, and emotional development. So like what I look up, especially like spiritual stuff and that, 'cause I'm a huge Jesus person, 100%. You know, God praise God, God praise Christ. I don't care, whatever religion you might be, you know, I praise Christ, 100%. If everyone's going against it, I'm like, I'm for the team that everyone's going against. Like, yeah, yeah. I got my flip phone when I was in high school. I was like 16 or 17. I had a little Samsung flip phone. You're Muslim? Well, I'll pray for you, bro. Ain't gonna lie. When you read the Quran, you see it actually talks about the Son of God. Yeah, the Quran actually does. There's so many people talk about the Quran nowadays. People that wear like read Arabic and that the Quran is like it's got good morals in that, but it's pretty what can I say, contradictory. There's a lot of contradictions with the Quran. Uh, there's a lot of Muslim people that became Christians because of it, because they don't want to read the Bible for what it is. They want to read the Bible to attack Christians. They'll use verses now to attack Christians, and that's like, well, your Quran talks about like killing people and that, and they say, oh no, it does. Yeah, yeah, it does. Literally, like, and that's what separates. Like, I know a lot of Muslim people and that, and a lot of them are like, I can't say they're ignorant. Depends on what region where they come from. So like people that come from like Afghanistan or Iraq and that, mostly Iraq, their morals are a lot different than Afghanis. Like Iraqis are a lot different morals of Muslims. Like their culture's different. But most of the Iraqis I meet, they're very they're different morals than like uh Afghanis and that, or even Bosnians. Like Bosnians are completely fucking different than Afghanis and Arabs and that. Like they're just different people and that. Like the way they're raised and that. Their morals are different. It's like when people look at religion, this is the hardest thing to talk about. When people look at religion, like what is a religion? A ruling based class. So basically, you got people that follow rules. They don't follow rules. They get condemned to hell. You know, that's basically what it is. But like, we look at all the base religions and that, which one's been around for the longest? Maybe people say all like Buddhism and all that stuff and that. Like, no, like there's too much history, back history about Moses. Like everyone knows Moses was, a prophet, of God. And you trace back even farther than that, you got Enoch. Enoch was one of the other ones. You go all the way back, it gets really, really like tricky in that how like much you can go back in history. But Enoch was probably the most um person that followed God, period, because Enoch didn't die. He actually got brought into heaven alive because he was so loyal. And that's called the Book of Giants. Book of Enoch, talk about, the Nephilims and that. That's when everything started basically. So that's why if you go through the Old Testament of the Bible, go to the New Testament, It's before Christ and then after Christ. Well, see, what a lot of cultures like to do is they all recognize Jesus is alive. Every single religion recognized Jesus was alive, but none of them recognize him as the Son of God. So if one say religion says Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and all the other religions say that he's not, how can you say that one is wrong? You can't. Because the common psychological way of figuring it out is that if everyone's against one, that one has to be true. That's it. That's how it goes. So like Hindus, Buddhas, Muslims, whatever other religion that you are, if you say it's a religion, that means it's a belief in something that's made up by someone to get you to be ruled over. I read the Bible, I listen to it all the time. And that has nothing to do with ruling people. Nothing. Nothing. Go through the Old Testament, it talks about how things became, how detailed it is. Well, that's the problem. People don't look at the details. And when you go to the New Testament of the Bible, it actually explains what God actually is. God is love. He created us out of love. So when people want to say there's rules and regulations, yes, there's commandments, there's amendments and stuff like that to follow a guideline in your life to follow something. It's a lifeline. You follow that life. That's why when Christ came around and when he did die, people, that's where the religions come in. They want to say specific things. And this is why a lot of people, when they read different religions, not even the Quran, it's any other religion, they want to talk about Christ as being a prophet. Well, the funny thing is, when you read the New Testament, especially when Jesus talks about false prophets after him. He gave us the future because he's God. Only God knows. Only God knows what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm reading what you're writing. I'm just telling you exactly how stuff is actually put out there. Anytime anyone talks about God, the real name of God is Yahweh. That's actual God's name, but they changed it because it's like YH something. I am who I am. That's what it says. That's what God actually said to, I think, Moses. I am who I am. So basically, he's an eternal being that's always been there. I mean, to me, it's not belief; it's life. That's why Christ came down. Christ didn't believe in religion; he believed in what God told him. That's the difference, and this is why people have religion because they don't know. Exactly. YHWH. Yeah, they call it Yahwehs. It's a DNA in our blood that actually has a signature of Yahwehs in our blood. I'm not even joking. That's what makes it really crazy. And this is why people get frustrated because it's all about finding the truth. So when you analyze any type of book, you want to read it as a story, right? You just read what it says in that, and it's like, oh, does it make sense? You could take a story, it doesn't matter what story it is, you can read Harry Potter and find certain things by Harry Potter that actually makes oh, maybe I should be like that in life. talking about religion. I mean, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about a lifestyle. I tend to follow a lifestyle. Yeah. The biggest thing is people like to get up. Like I don't care. Like I know a lot of Muslims, and I don't care. Like you believe in Allah, you believe in Muhammad was a prophet. Muhammad wasn't a prophet. He was literally like the most illiterate person ever. And like it literally states in the Quran. I just look at the truth, you know. And what's it, Prophet Osea or whatever it is? I can't remember. There's a couple of them that. But when people actually look at the stories and that, and when you go down the path of every story that comes out of people's mouths, how much truth is there? Not a lot. But when you go down with Jesus, 12 disciples, eyewitness proof, you can't deny it. And no, and that's what happens like with all these other religions and that. They're like when you look at all these aspects of that, they have like barely any proof of anything. Their eyewitness proof is not even there. They talk about something that happened 300, 400 years ago, and they want to say that they know. Oh, I know enough about the Quran to not see it. Yeah. There's just one guy, he's an ex-Muslim. He actually talks about the Quran. He actually reads it specifically about certain things. And like you'd be very surprised. It's just the whole point of it is if there's a symbol of truth, what would that truth be? Like when you pray, do your prayers get answered or do they not get answered? I pray every morning, every night, all the time. And my anxieties go away. My depression goes away. I literally feel like someone's like taking all my stuff and just takes it away. Well, I'm just saying, like, if you actually pray, do you feel that way? That's all I'm saying. Because if you don't, then it can't be true. That's how truth works. Something has to be true about taking anxieties away. I pray about my day. I pray, just random stuff. I give thanks to God. I give thanks for the son that sacrificed. But well, yeah, you pray for forgiveness, but it's not about for yourself. It's to give thanks to the creator that made you, that sacrificed for you. That's the hint of most prayers. And people say, I want this, I want that, I want to be rich, I want that. How does that become something? You know, so if you really like look at how do prayers get answered, does anyone actually know? Or do they just sit there and just think that they get answered? Do you know how prayers get answered? Yeah, so prayers get answered by a timeline. It says it in the Bible. Like Jesus talked about prayers. It's like prayers don't get answered up front. Prayers are trials to get to there. If you pray for strength, God puts you through trials to get stronger, to get richer. Unlike the devil, gives you it up front but takes your soul. God gives you it through trials and is happy for you to become that. And that's how prayers are actually answered from God. It literally says it in the Bible. Well, yeah, the Quran and the Bible are basically the same. And there's one thing in the Quran, which I heard so many times. If the Quran is true, just to say, if the Quran is true, means the Bible is true. That's what they say. If the Bible is true, how can the Quran be true when the Bible was first? That's literally what it states in the Quran. I saw the verse, and it's becomes a little redundant when when people use their culture to praise something that could not be true. And that's why, if people actually read the both books, you understand certain things. It's very unique. I mean, I really don't care. Like, what I'm saying is that's the thing. Like, all I see is when I read the Bible, it says Jesus is love, God is love, and that's it. There's no fighting, there's no killing, there's no judging. Everything is supposed to be perfectionate in God's eyes. And when you see that someone like that actually exists for love, not for hatred, and you read a lot of other religions always have huge amount of hatred in them. They talk about going to war and that and all this stuff and that separates all the other religions from one. And this is where it gets to the point where you have to think to yourself, why are these transactions happening? Well, they happen like that because if one is true and the others are false, or say the others, all of them attack one, Christians always get attacked. Christians always get attacked. Why? Because it has to be true. Everyone attacks Christians. Everybody. And then, they don't attack the other ones. Why? Same as peace? No, they're not. They have peaceful things in them. I'm not saying that they don't. Like, let's give you the heads up. You read the history of Muhammad. Muhammad wasn't peaceful. Muhammad was he was a tyrant. He murdered people straight up. Only gays attack Christians. No, Muslims hate Christians. By the way, like that, a lot of people do not like Christians. Yeah, I they don't hate, but they don't appreciate. Every religion hates or despises Christianity. I literally had a dude come on here, and he was Muslim, and yeah, dude, literally, I researched Muhammad. I promise you, you'll be blown away. I'm being serious. Like, research Muhammad. Yeah, it's not about what's bad or good. It's about what's true. So, when you look at truth, that's what truth is. So, a Muslim dude literally came on my channel that said I was gonna burn in hell because I believed in Christ, and I said, okay, well, it's like me saying you're gonna burn in hell because you believe in whatever you might believe in. I said, well, that's that's what I love about Jesus. Jesus doesn't want anyone to go to hell. Jesus wants us to be happy together. So if I have a Muslim person saying that stuff and that, but that's what they state in the Quran. I'm trying to tell you the truth. They don't like. Here's what it is. They refuse. It's basically what it is. To say that someone is the son of God is blasphemy in the Quran, and you will burn in hell. I have so many Muslims tell me that. It states that, like, I'm thinking you haven't read it yet, but it states that in there. Yeah, they 100% do. I'm being serious. I don't know what to say. Go ask your dad. Go ask your mom. It literally states you can't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. I'm giving you the heads up, bro. You're in a world of knowing, because honestly, you don't know anything about like how things are established with like certain things, especially with religions. It's fucked up. I know it's fucked up. I mean, it ain't up for me to say if I'm going to hell or not. Honestly, I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up to God. I don't have any say so in that. Nah, I'm just talkative right now because I'm probably gonna get ready to go to work in about an hour. And that skunk smell is still blasting my door. Oh, we're always committing sins. The truth is the hardest thing to believe. That is probably the best thing I'll ever tell anyone. The truth is the hardest thing to believe. It's easier to believe bullshit and believe false, like false lies or just lies. Yeah, I mean, here's how forgiveness works. I'll throw this out here right now. Forgiveness is learning. That's why we have a past, a present, and a future. Terrorism has nothing to do with that. Or there's a lot of like saying, like I would say, crucially bad, culturally bad Muslims. We all have that stuff. That's because of the culture. I mean, terrorists are just organizations. They don't mean anything of religion. People use religion as a backup tool to establish stupid things to a certain extent. Exactly. There you go. You just pointed out something very crucial. Most Muslims do not even believe in their own stuff. Exactly. It's the truth. Jesus said, not many people are going to understand my words. And why he said that, because not many people are supposed to understand why he was around and what he did. So when you understand the words, you're given a gift from God himself to understand what his son said. You know, if you believe he's a prophet or not. Them words are basic guidelines. And you got, the 10 Commandments from Noah or from Moses. Moses established, everyone knows from all religions know Moses' law of the 10 Commandments. And like that's why, when people follow the laws of Moses from God, it's basic lines of living. Don't kill, don't commit adultery, don't steal. That's basic laws we go by. So God has to be real. Why would these laws be embedded in our lives? Oh yeah, it's not about Christianity or anything. It's about having faith in God. That's it. Religions don't mean anything. Religions are just a core, like they're just a course that people like. They get lost and they go to a church or they go to a mosque to think that they're being closer to God. But that's not how it works. God is everywhere. I can pray to God right now and be like, thank you for everything. You're my love. You're my father. You created everything. You're master of the universe. You are almighty. You exist. You always existed. You gave me life. You gave me creation for that I see with my eyes. Why our eyes can see? Because you have to see his creation to believe his creation. That states that in the Bible. That's the funny thing about it. He said, so when you research or see my creation, you know the existence of me living. When you feel the breeze on your face, that has to be something that made that breeze. His creation. Earth. His creation. And that's the biggest thing. So when it comes down to it, when you start recognizing God altogether, when you find people that, that aren't religious or don't believe in God, what are they? They're more miserable, Misery is the devil's best weapon to get you away from God. Them are all guidelines of the devil. The biggest thing Lucifer hates is you believing that God is real. So Christ, the Bible states that Jesus Christ conquered hell for us to live in paradise. That would be the biggest conqueror of all conquerors. Literally, Jesus conquered hell for us so we don't have to live in torment. That's astounding. And people don't want to believe in that or see that. I don't know why you wouldn't, because that is the biggest accomplishment in life, is to conquer true evil and tell it to piss off. That's why the devil hates us. That's why the devil can't stand Christ. It's not God. He can't stand Christ. He knows God. It's his father. He can't do nothing. It's establishment. And when people don't want to see that, think about it. The biggest thing the devil doesn't want you to know, that first off, Jesus is real. Jesus didn't die on the cross for our sins, and that he's not the Son of God. I'm being blunt as fuck. I don't care about all the religions and that. That's the biggest contradictory that the devil can throw into your face to say, that's not true, that's not true, and that's not true. So what happens? They create false prophets. They create false religions. And that's why you get all the other religions attack only one. It's not even a religion. This is why people get so pissed off. I don't give a fuck you're Muslim, Hindu, or whatever the fuck it is. They do it for a reason, because they know that Jesus is the Son of God, and that's the end of the story. Because it wasn't for him sacrificing himself, we would all be condemned to hell. All of us would be going to hell. And that's the truth. Because God made these laws for a reason. We were imperfectionate because of what happened back then. So he gave us trials, and only certain people actually perform the trials in his favor to go to heaven. And it's very, very small amount of people went to heaven when they died. It's not even that you go to heaven, actually, because you don't get judged to the end of the day. And this is where it really gets interesting. What happens to people when they die? Your soul goes into two categories. It goes into a heaven-like category and a hellish-like category. So basically, you get torment for your sins and that, or whatever it might be. You don't get judged until the end of the day. Till actual judgment. That's what he said to Lucifer and all the fallen angels. You will not be judged until the end of days. And that's where it becomes very interesting. It's like, well, if God made us with love, just to say, why would he not sacrifice his only son to make his love become true for his children? It's like your own father sacrificing himself to make sure you live. That is the ultimate way into heaven, is a sacrifice. It's always been sacrifice of blood. Hence why people, kill goats and chickens and stuff. Blood is a ritual. But the only one that matters is Jesus Christ. The ultimate sacrifice. And that's why people don't like it. They never like it because they can't understand it, because they don't want to think that it's real. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I don't have to be tormented. I'm grateful that I don't have to sit there and live this life, that I have to sit there and kill goats and cows and stuff, when I had my beloved, love sacrificed for me so I could be happy. That's why I don't care. I don't care if any other religion came down and did anything like that. I don't care. Oh, you talk about Gabriel? Oh, you're talking about Prophet Muhammad, that Gabriel came down, talked to Prophet. Why? Okay, first off, hate to bust your bubble. If you read when that happened, this is what really gets messed up about Muslims. I'm not saying anything about you read your Quran, read the part where Gabriel came down and talked to Muhammad. What was Muhammad's state of mind? No, I'm gonna talk this through to you because I already heard it. It doesn't matter if it's yes or no, because I don't believe in it at all, because I don't think it was Gabriel. I think it was Satan. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think it was the devil. Because he was regurgitating. He was in a state of panic. Literally what stays in the Quran. He said he was in a state of panic, he was in a state of regurgitating, which means he was getting possessed. That's literally what it states in the Quran. Look up that verse. Being serious, look up that verse or read the whole verse. He's regurgitating. He was having anxiety attack and that. He was shaking and trembling. I'm being serious. It's not about beliefs, about the truth. Literally, read your Quran. Look up when Gabriel came down, and actually read it. It's not about belief. I'm literally give you honest truth. See, that's what it is. People don't want to see the truth. They want to think that, an angel came down and said something. The only prophet at the end of the day was after Christ. There hasn't been any actual true prophets. There's been very minor prophets, but actual truth prophets. Prophets are ones that actually speak the future and actually go down the line of saying this. There's been miniature prophets about certain things, about humans, but not about God. And that's where it gets really, really interesting. And people try to understand this stuff and that. I have to ask myself, what is truth and what is false? Which verse? I don't know what the verse is. You talking about Gabriel coming down? That's just one of the things that a Muslim guy actually put out there. Well, he's a Christian now, but he actually put out the verse, and I don't remember the verse in that, but he was actually reading it in that in Arabic to English, and like you just telling the guy that he was talking to that was a Muslim, and he was saying like, read it slowly and then understand it, because you might be understanding what it actually said what it doesn't say, because like we read any type of like Bible, they're always very crucial on how they speak. That's the reason why they're so hard to understand, because they're all in metaphors. Shirt on really quick. But it's like, just say, you're Muslim, that if you actually picked up and read the Bible, you'd be probably crucified over it. Like, I could pick up and read the Quran, and like I wouldn't be crucified over it. That just shows how like bad it can be. Like, the only reason why like any type of religion, especially Muslims, pick up the Bible is to contradict it and to go against it. I heard so many well, that's what it is. People are trying to make it seem like it's fake. Knowledge is power, truth is power, but truth can be deceived and falsified. There's two types of truths. There's actual truth and there's falsified truth. Falsified truth is making you believe, that's where belief comes from, in something that you think that is true, but it's not. But your contradictories think that, the culture you have to follow is what truth. Truth is truth. If you fart, it smells, right? Someone will say, "Oh, my farts don't smell." It's a falsifying the truth. You can be like, "Oh, well, it doesn't smell. I'll think it's true." And that's what it is. It becomes really interesting when you really dig into truth. And you'd be super surprised how many people want to falsify certain things because they want to think that something else is real. So if I believe in peace and love, and someone says they believe in peace and love too, but that if they're what they read is a contradictory of what they say, it's called a false truth. You want to think something is real, but it's not. Oh no, it ain't about that. I'm just giving you. You talked about being a Muslim, that, and I'm just talking about in general religion altogether. I don't hate. I don't hate you. I don't hate no one. I don't dislike anybody. But if you want to know the actual truth about things, you got to research it yourself. Research it yourself, and that's all I can say. It ain't up for me. Jesus Christ tells me to preach. I preach anyway. I don't preach. I preach in various ways. Oh no, ain't nothing up. Dude, I'm about ready to go to work. I'm just very talkative. When I get into it, I get into it something. It's like psychology. Psychology is like truth is truth, right? So when you talk about psychology and that, it's like, wow, there's only one way of being, which is not true, but that's what people want to think. Be normal. Normal is not an existence. The word doesn't make any sense. To accept something is always hard when you're blinded by your own truth. That's what culture is. like Hollywood culture where I live in the United States. It's terrible. They're all satanic pigs. All of them are satanic. All they want to do is preach, though, nasty, horrifying, like, music. They make really horrifying movies. Which all horror movies, especially demonic movies, believe that God is not real. And I know they're supposed to be scary and that, but like that stuff will never happen. Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood's satanic pigs. They're all satanic as well. They all are like they all sold their soul to the devil. All of them did. At least for the most part, the ones that are like talking. Yeah, I think go in here in a little bit. No, they're not stereotypes. They literally are satanic pigs. Like they all like the ones that preach the most in Hollywood are the ones that are doubles. Let's see how much it smells out here. Okay, it smells gone. Good. Man, that skunk smell was fucking horrible. The Quran disrespects the Bible. I mean, I know it does, but you have to research it yourself. It's not that disrespects it; it contradicts it. Yeah. Yeah, well, that skunk. Oh, it doesn't really matter, honestly. I want you to like go through your Quran and really read it and that. That's all I want you to do. I'm about the truth and try to figure out why things happen because I despise when people want to say something that makes no sense at all. That's all it is. Like I really don't care. No, it doesn't disrespect the Bible. It when they talk about what does it say? When they talk about God's word, which was the Bible itself, was first, and the Quran says the first word of God is true, and then that's one of the verses in the Quran. It says the first stipulation of God's word is true, which is all this stuff. Or the first contribute to God's word is true. Becoming gay. So we'll talk. I mean, if you want to talk about the gay thing and that, there's a lot of gay Muslims. That's what makes it funny. That's true. There's quite a few gay Muslims. Yeah, I actually met some. Like they're terrified. Spanish. Yeah, I actually know gay Muslims and that, and like they're scared. Like they're scared to death if their parents find out, they literally will be shung. I mean, obviously, some Muslim families are a little bit more laid back on rules, but yeah. But the difference between a Christian and a Muslim is God knows there's gay people. He accepts gay people. He doesn't accept the act of gay, as in like sex. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's the gay. It's the interaction of two men fucking is what God doesn't want. The same thing, screwing out of marriage. God doesn't want us to have sex out of marriage because marriage, love, intimacy comes from sex, right? Sex and intimacy are two different things. Sex is the pleasure of the flesh. Intimacy is pleasure of the flesh, but it's the soul of connecting with another is how you become one. If you have sex with someone, for that brief moment, you're engaged with them, being one with them. Pretty much you have a spiritual release where you become one. That's why they call them harlots or whores or sluts and that. Their intimacy doesn't exist. They're just lusting instead of loving. And when people talk about it and that, they're like, well, birth control is there. Birth control is there to perform what? A lustful act. You're supposed to get pregnant. And that's where you get that wrong too. It's not the act that is, it's what's in your heart. Your heart is what establishes how you truly are. So they go by the actual truth. That's why the actual truth of who you are matters. So when people want to sit there and think, oh, it's the act of it. Well, the truth is, an act is just you seeing something with your mind. Your mind's not your heart. Your heart is the actual of who you are. This is why when you get to know someone, you get to know who they are. And that's not saying asking questions and asking what their favorite color is or asking like what they do for a living. That's not how it works. True relations have a ship. That's why it's called relationship. You relate to that person, which takes time to build a boat. That's where it comes from. So to build a ship, you can't just ask questions. You build that life together by being with that person. Because the more you get close to someone, you spiritually get connected. Your souls become connected. That's how you truly become in love. People say, I'm falling in love. They're falling for you, the person itself, not the act. People have acts because the culture gives you an act. You don't fall in love with the act, you fall in love with the person. So just when you get some people that you know for so long and they change on you, they're not changing, they're becoming who they really are towards you. That is how you do it. 100%. People have an act, they want to act a certain way, but people don't understand that it's a falsification of yourself. And that's what it comes down to. And how much people get upset about it. That's the reason why relationships never work. Because they don't see it for who that person is. Say, for instance, what I'm going through right now. So, like, my coworker girl, I am on a bonding streak with her. I'm bonding with her, which means that we're falling for each other. Or our bonds are getting stronger. Oh, you leaving? Okay, bro. I'll see you later. And that's what actually makes a relationship. Like people, like that's the biggest thing. It takes time. It always takes time. Time is the essence of all relationships. Got it. Say Quran first. Okay. I don't know what that even means, but you be you, bro. Okay, man. I'll see you later. You're gonna learn a lot, man. Cause that's my gift from God is knowledge. Let's give you the heads up. Literally, I've been blessed by God to know stuff, and I know stuff. I'm not gonna say I'm a prophet or anything, not even close. I just been gifted. I mean, I know. Even ask Bosch what I know enormous amount of things. Because I could see like pictures, scenarios in my head about things, plan it out. Oh no, I'm blessed. I ain't not gonna lie. I almost died an enormous amount of times in my life, and I've always been protected. Straight up, like been protected. Get emotional, miss. Well, you heard about the chosen ones, right? God selects certain humans to be chosen for a specific thing. That's me. Literally. I have no friends. I follow myself and God as best as I can. Like honestly. When I was a kid I heard whispers in my ears, which is a sign of someone talking to you. I had angel feathers in my stream. Bosch, what? I think she was there. An angel, literally feather, flew in between my camera when my bed was the other way. My bed was like flat this way. An angel feather literally flew across back of my screen. I saw it on camera and it dissipated. And like, get a huge amount of ringings in my ears, messages from the spirit world. So if I heed words from the spirit world, maybe God himself, to specifically to teach people and to preach, then I guess I have to be right. Right? Is that how it goes? I believe that. I don't know what to say. So if I say things based upon what my knowledge is, if it's true, it's true. If it's not, then, well, shit. I find out somehow. And that is my life. That's why I don't have a girlfriend. That's why I'm not married. I can't. I just can't. It doesn't work like that. So everyone else out there is like, "Oh, I'm miserable and all stuff like that." You don't know. Misery's not your forte. When you feel like you're always alone, not saying that I am all the time, and that I have people in my life that I care about, and people, you know, friends that online, that people I talk to on streams and that. But actual companionship is very hard to come by, and it's scary. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get going to work. Well, I mean, saying you're not going to get married is a contradictory because when people say they're not, that means they are. I always want to have kids. I always wanted to get married when I was younger. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go on that, and I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good day. God bless.